Hello, and welcome back to the Fandemic Nation podcast. We are your hosts, Saturn,
Nina V,
and Sam. We're excited to have you guys back. We hope you guys enjoyed the previous episode. Today, we're going to talk about something a little bit lighthearted and fun. Will drama be involved? Possibly. For some reason, we cannot avoid the drama, but you know what? We always bring the light and positivity too. So shout out to us for that. And shout out to you guys for listening and checking in. Today's episode is actually called Conventions One-on-One. That's right, guys. Class in session right now. Okay. You're going to get all the tips and tricks to really enjoy your con the best you can. But what is a con? Maybe you've never been to a convention. Maybe you don't really know a lot about like convention culture. So I'm going to pass the mic to Nina to share a little bit about what it is to attend a con and what a con actually is.
Hi, everyone. Alrighty, so a convention is a gathering where people share a common interest and they come together. Depending on the event, it may focus on anime, comics, pop culture, cosplay, and great examples that Zen has done. Anime Boston, which is a big one around here. We're from Massachusetts. There's New York Comic Con, Dragon Con, Dream Con, San Diego Comic Con, and many more. So now I'm going to pass the phone to Zen.
Hey guys. Oh my God. Y'all gonna hear me talk this episode. I am so nervous. I should be like feeling family friendly and at home, but this has levels to it. So
It definitely has levels.
there's a lot. Like you have the young youth standpoint of like, oh my God, my mom and dad are taking me to, and then the adults like, yeah, we about to get do it. We about to have some fun. This is our week. This is our staycation, our getaway.
Mm-hmm.
But it leads into, why do people go to conventions?
Yeah.
They usually will go to meet creators, actors, voice actors. That's if you're in like TV and all types of media. Buy exclusive merch. Show off those cosplays, as an experienced cosplayer myself, that may have taken them over a year, and enter a competition, aka the masquerade. They'll usually have like other events going on, but the masquerade is where they get to show it off. Attend panels and workshops. Maybe this is your first time going to a convention and you're like, yo, like I can really see myself enjoying this and doing this and being a part of the collaborative. That's a place where they can all teach you firsthand. It's kind of like college. I don't say that.
It's like college, but fun and no homework.
Yeah, no homework. Your homework is if you really want to get into it and do it yourself.
True.
Play games. There's like random dance play. Those are the K-pop fans out there. They have arcade rooms where like, you do not have to pay for those games. You just go in, wait in line, boom, next round is yours. That's pretty cool. In games you've probably never seen before either. Make friends with people who share the hobbies. Y'all been hearing this all season long.
No, for real.
All season. Every episode we've mentioned it. You get to meet other people that have a common interest with you. And then experience the fandom in person, in real life. Like this could be one of your favorite memories as you go older. You was like, oh, I met so-and-so, and then I met this actor. Like, the whole experience, you were like, oh, what a great time. And then you go back to post-con depression and back to real life. And it just be like that. But we're here. We're in the now. We're at the convention.
And I do want to say that even if you have an interest and there might not be events locally in your area, but a convention and whatever interest that you may be into, there's always a convention for that. So, and that's something to even look more forward to.
Exactly.
Yeah, something I was thinking about too when you first was like, hey, why do people go to conventions? I like that question. My basic ass was going to say, to find community and make friends, which is true. Like, but I really didn't think about, and this is why Zen is really the expert on this. Like, I didn't think about the knowledge that you gain of your fandom by attending the panels. Like, it's almost like this communal space to like do research and like gather information and learn new things about something you're already interested in, which is so cool. That didn't even really cross my mind. So I like that you brought that up. Like, and like to show something that you've been working on, whether it's a panel that you're leading or a cosplay that you've designed over the course of months and months, and for some people, even years. And for it to be celebrated and not to like be judged, and to just for people to appreciate the work and your craft, it's like another reason to go. So that is really cool. And something that Nina pointed out too is that conventions have so many variety of genres. So maybe you're going for anime. Maybe you're going for comic books. Maybe you're going for video games. Maybe you're going for cars. Like, like there's such a huge genre of conventions. And there's like a 90% chance that you're going to find your niche interest in a convention. So I thought that was really interesting. Passing the mic back to Zen.
Okay, so as you both had stated that, it's gonna be a question time, pop quiz. What was your first convention?
Oh, I love that.
If you remember it. It's been a grip.
I'm pretty sure my first convention was Anime Boston for the very first time.
What was your favorite thing about it?
I think my favorite thing whenever the very few times that I've gone to a convention is always seeing people in cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
fun.
it is.
It gives that air.
I remember, it wasn't Anime Boston, but it was a fan expo.
Yep.
So it happens like every August, and I remember going one year, and this man dressed up, full get up as was that Frozen from Batman and Robin?
Oh, Frozen.
Frost, yes.
Frost.
Frost, the whole metal get up and everything, and it's August in the heat. Dedication, like, and I swear to God, he was in the convention, and it didn't matter where we were. As soon as I saw him, I was like, wow. And like, it really takes a moment to just reflect on everyone's creativity. And it's something to admire and enjoy looking at it, because it's obviously something that's not going to happen every day. Like, people work hard on it.
Yeah, for real.
All right, Saturn.
This is so random. My first convention, I was a teenager. I was living in North Carolina, and I actually went to a car convention. So I mentioned it earlier. And so they had everything from sports cars to like retro cars. The retro room was my favorite. I don't remember the name of the convention. I wish I did. But if you know the name of this convention, leave in comments. But the retro room was amazing because you got to see so many cars. Someone brought something from the 1800s. I don't even know how it was possible. Like, how did you even get access to this, like, carriage, like, car, like, thing? It was so cool to see in person. And also the custom room was really cool because it was like giving Pimp My Ride vibes. Where people had made their own custom like designs for their cars. On TV, and I was like, whoa, like it was really cool. And it was some random artist performing. I saw Mario perform live. You guys know the singer Mario? He was there. He performed. He performed Yeah, I saw him live. No. Yeah, and Lil Wayne was there. I didn't see Lil Wayne. I missed Lil Wayne. I was so sad that I missed Lil Wayne. But I was able to see Mario, and I was able to go to the meet and greet and like actually like touch his hand and get an autograph from him. So I remember that convention very well. Do I like Anime Boston more? Yes. But it was a really cool experience. That was the first time I went to a con, and it made me be like, oh wait, there's this whole world in community that I need to start exploring more. And I was like, I got to go to more conventions after that.
If y'all are questioning, I'm just going to throw it out there.
You got to know.
So my first convention was Anime Boston all the way back in 2009. Oh my God. Each year it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. They said Line Con, and then like this is when cons were like really trying to like market themselves and merge and become a niche thing. Like people, we gotta tell people about this. Like this is an actual thing, and it's grown so much from then. And then pandemic, but we're not gonna get into that. But my favorite thing about it is as a cosplayer, meeting new people and just spending time with my friends. Like everyone that I know generally has some kind of like liking towards anime or cosplay or video games, and it's become this very safe community where it doesn't matter what you like, And we just, okay, it's time to take a break. I know who I can meet up with. We go get food together. We can just chill, talk about stuff. We don't like to talk about sad stuff. But we'll be like, oh, what'd you find in this room? And what'd you find in this room? And what panels you go to? And it's like bringing back a family together. Yeah. So I feel like that's the best part for me for a con.
That is really cool. And you know what's cool about AB? What's cool about Anime Boston is that even though it's an anime convention, there's a variety of different fandoms there. And it's a con where people kind of encourage people to go outside of the anime for their cosplay. Like, no one gives you a hard time if you want to be Deadpool or if you want to be Batman. Like, people are still going to show you a lot of love there. And so I noticed that it's just become a collective space for like nerdom and like fandom cultures. It was really cool. And I liked that what you said too, Zen, about you actually have things to talk about. Not only are you having this escapism from the real world and a space to just be with your friends and hang out, but there's so much going on in terms of like cosplay, concerts, panels that you get to catch up on just what's happening here at the con. Like, then the conversation just flows so nicely and you're talking about things that are connected to your interests. So there is a little bit of a post-con depression because you do feel like you're in a separate world where it's so okay to just be yourself and there's no anxiety around being yourself and hanging around your friends and talking about your interest.
Exactly. So we gave you a quick rundown of what we've experienced through a con. Let me rewind it back and talk to our first timers, our newcomers, people who have not been to a convention before. I'm gonna let you start from the beginning and let you know what you need for when you want to have made up your mind and be like, yeah, let me go to a convention. They make it sound so fun. Let me see it for myself. So you want to know in what town or city or state that you live in, if you're willing to drive out, what conventions are accessible to you. You want to know how much the badge costs. If you're 18 plus, you need your ID. Please tell me you have an ID. For you to get a job and have money, you need an ID. Phone chargers, power banks. You got to get your hotel room. You want snacks. Them prices for food be out the wazoo. You want snacks. Cash, card in hand just in case. Comfortable shoes. Yes. Your best friend. I've worn heels a numerous amount of time and have suffered. But that's me as a cop.
You're going to do it again.
I always do it again. I say, no, I'm not going to do it. I end up doing it again. Bring back up comfortable shoes. Sneakers. If you don't want to cosplay, be comfortable. Make sure you shower and wear deodorant. That is an ongoing joke in the convention community. But
it's not a joke. Take care of yourself. Please
do. Please do. Make sure you have water. Make sure you have a portable fan.
Water's a good one.
Pain reliever. Like, you got a headache. Don't wait until you pass out and then get carried out by the emergency for like nursing staff. Usually they'll say a repair kit for any of your stuff falling apart, but at cons they do have a repair room, so that you just gotta find that if something falls apart. Oh, story time. I wore one cosplay. Long gown, like long train, and the con was just about over. I'm walking, I'm rushing to go back to the hotel room to change it. I'm like, I don't want nothing to happen. Like, if you know the show, Revolutionary Girl Utena, there is the tan character. I believe they say she's Indian descent, uncanon. She has a long gown from the movie. A tuxedo mask that I just finished taking a picture with because we both represent roses, steps on the train and rips the train from the hem. Oh! It was
from the hip?
From the hem of the dress. I cry about it to this day.
Oh my gosh!
Just rips right from the back. And then I said, let me pick it up before it gets any worse. I try to pick it up, steps on it again.
Oh my God.
It pulls it even more, like, straight directly from the back. I cannot rewear that dress. It took so long to add the details that I wanted, and I don't know where it is now. And it's probably best that I don't know where it is, because I'll probably cry again. But always be prepared. That is definitely rule number one. So you got your badge, you go through line pickup, you have your ID, that's how you get your badge, and then they give you a schedule. The schedule gives you the layout of the convention.
Use that schedule, y'all.
Please do. A lot of them are switching to online apps now, which is really good because you can mark reminders of when your panels are and when events are happening. Like if you want to go to a ball, they have balls now. Like you get to dress up a little bit too. And when the concert happens, shimmy. I love the shimmy. Saturday, Nina just shimmy different. Like a little ball now, a little fancy. I know someone who did Tekken tournaments. They had to be in the game room all day long just to see if they could win.
I watched it.
So there's so many events set up, so many panels, so many workshops, anything you could think of in the fandom that you're into and the convention, there's going to be something on that schedule. So that is your gold ticket for your entire weekend. Conventions usually run sometimes Friday to Sunday and then post-controversial. But Sunday.
Don't worry about that part.
We'll talk about that after. Any ideas for you guys?
Yeah, something I want to say too is that these things can be very, very expensive. Like, so making sure that you're creating a budget plan is essential because whether you're making or purchasing your cosplay, it's going to cost you money. So make sure that you're planning way ahead in advance. Like, it's okay if you want to go last minute, but you got to be realistic and think about what it is you can afford and what is in your budget. Maybe you can only go for a day and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, or maybe you can make your cosplay because the one you want to buy is too expensive. No one is going to make you feel shame that your cosplay isn't cool enough. People are usually more impressed by the costumes that are made and the cosplays that are made than they are the ones that are purchased. But do what works for you. Me, I have chronic illness, so I can't make a cosplay. I got to buy something unless it's a closet cosplay. I'm a queen of closet cosplay. Yes. If you know what that is, it means when you find items of clothing and material in your own home that you can just put together as an ensemble that resembles a character's aesthetic. So these are the things that you really need to think about. You need to think about how much it costs to travel. Is the convention in your city? Do you have to pay for a hotel? Or can you commute? How much is the commute? How much is it going to cost you to eat? Are you going to eat inside the convention or outside the convention? Because those prices are really different. They're vastly different. So these are things to consider. Let's say it's just not on your budget right now. And that's okay. You got two options. You can save up for like a series of months until you have enough money to attend, or you can volunteer. At many cons, you can actually volunteer, and when you are a volunteer at the convention, you get entry for free, and you get access to things that a lot of people who aren't a part of the team or staff or a volunteering group don't have access to. And so I know with Anime Boston, like they will provide you with so much access, but also they will feed you, and also they have like a huge party at the end too that you're able to go to. So look up other conventions in your city, see if they still need volunteers, because a lot of the times, if not all the time, you actually get free entry to a con if you agree to volunteer. So those are just things that came to my mind.
Absolutely. Any ideas? Nina is what are you, a new reoccurring new?
Yeah, we're still trying to get Nina to actually go to cons with us.
Okay, then another pop quiz. What's your biggest convention mistake? We talked about the good. Now it's time to think about what could I have possibly had done to avoid my dress being ripped. Crazy. But that's not about me, but you guys.
I have several.
Gee.
My first biggest con mistake is not budgeting and shopping way outside my budget. Now, this is something that when I brought up budgeting, I forgot to mention. When you go to them cons, especially for the first time, like the first couple of times, you're going to see things that you have never seen before, things that you have never had access to purchasing. You can't find it on a website. You can't find it in a store. Somebody made it, you know, and you can only get it from this artist. And if you don't have the access to their website, they might not even have a website. Like, sometimes it's just things that you have to purchase at con. Or maybe you can get them at stores, but you just get so overwhelmed by easy access. You don't got to get up and commute to a store. You're in the building. The store is right in front of you. Somebody's smiling and being kind, and you have the same interest, and you're fangirling or fanboying or fandom thing. And you're like, I have to buy this from this awesome person. That's me. Okay, that's me. Like, sometimes you got to look at your budget. And when you purchase, remember to check your budget before you go back to con the next day. Where is your budget at? Are you staying on track? Because It is so easy to overspend there.
Yes.
No matter how much you think you're frugal and cheap, and you will be surprised. You're in a space where you feel safe and people are nice, and there's so many pretty amazing things that are connected to your niche interests. You're going to want them. So you have to buckle down and say, I can't have that.
Low key is a trap.
I can only get 2 things today, and that's it. So that's my biggest mistake is overspending. I'm the queen of shopping, overspending.
What about you, Nina? Any idea?
I know that is exactly my always biggest mistake. And it doesn't even have to be a con. It could just be like a big ass festival. I'm going to overspend. So here's a story time for me.
Ooh,
okay. So one of those Comic-Cons, those fan expos, the cast of Boy Meets World
hello.
had come to Boston.
Sorry, we are huge. Me and Nina are huge Boy Meets World fans. Sorry.
Yes. So, and I still get those like newsletter pop-up emails in my email. So when I saw that the cast was coming, I'm like, oh, I have to go.
Yes.
I have to go to this. And so I made the determination, like, I'm only going for this. I'm only going. They're the big celebrities. They're all going to be in the back. So you have like all the vendors surrounding you. And I'm like, I buy my one day ticket and I'm like, okay, take out cash. Okay. Focus. Don't look around. Don't look. Don't shop. Don't browse. Don't scroll. No, we are not carpooling. We are going to the destination and then out the fucking door. And so that's what I did.
This is when you test your ADHD real bad.
Oh, for real.
So I go, and mind you, just like any other vendor and any other kind of merchandise, even seeing the celebrities it's an expense.
Yeah.
Like to get an autograph, you got to pay money. To get a photo, you got to pay money. To half the time being in the line, you got to pay money. So yeah, I had a set budget. I lost that budget 3 seconds. I got a picture with Ben Savage, the one who plays Corey. Mm-hmm. I got a picture with Eric Matthews, Will Friedle in the flesh.
Yeah.
And I got an autograph from Ryder Strong, the one who plays Sean Hunter.
I love you, Ryder.
And I sat in for a panel that they were doing, and I had to wait the whole day
to get in. Oh, that was long.
Woo! So, yes. So budgeting is not my forte. But you know what? Those were memories. And I had fun. Until it wasn't fun anymore. Then I had to go.
I love that story. Oh my gosh. So, hey, maybe you guys know how to budget. There's other...
We don't.
Y'all probably heard my biggest mistake. It was Tory Heels. I'm so dedicated to the cosplay. Mind you, I've spent enough money on the cosplay. It'd be like when I get stopped and get a photo taken, I feel like my day has been fulfilled. Like,
you get stopped a lot too.
I get stopped all the time. Like, and I'm so modest with it too. I'd be like, oh my God, you like it? It's so sweet. How do you like the con? I veer off topic about me completely.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I think there was one time when in the Copley Mall, that's when they used to have the food court. So everybody was over in that section.
We needed that.
Oh, I missed that food court. Everybody was in that section. This little girl, her mom and dad came up to me. They was like, oh my gosh, she thinks you're such a pretty princess. It made every penny I had spent worth it. Took a picture with her before the dress ripped. Oh, God. And then took a picture, I think the Japanese festival. If you know Cardcaptor Sakura, 90s anime, love it. This other girl, every little girl with their birthday coming up, they always take a picture of me. So it just warms my heart. Little kids.
I also love the grandparents. And we've cosplayed once as My Melody and Cinnamon Roll, and a grandpa came up to us and wanted to take a picture with us, and he did a Garu pose with us, which was really cute. Yeah.
So just having other people be opening enough to come up to me like that versus, I don't know anybody seen any other cosplayers be like, no, it's cosplay, back off, and scare people off. We don't want that.
I don't even think that happens. That's it.
I think there's a bit of supremacy in cosplayers. Like some cosplayers are very like, I don't have time for this, and keep walking.
Yeah, we should kick them out. Yeah, there's a hierarchy, right, where they're like, I'm a public figure, so you shouldn't be getting pictures of me for free. It's like, you should leave. Because I think one of the norms about conventions is that people are going to ask you to take pictures.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially if you're wearing cosplay, people are going to ask you to take pictures. Like, that is such a part of the norm. And for a lot of cosplayers, that's a highlight. Like, they're looking forward to it. They know that they're getting ready for a photo shoot, essentially. It's quite normal. And it's okay to say, no, I'm tired. Let's make that clear. Like, it's totally okay to say, no, thank you. I don't want to take a photo right now. That is not you being rude. Just don't be rude. Don't say, you should be paying me. Don't say, get away from me. Don't say, you're mad weird. Don't do any of that. It's not weird. It's normal for someone to get excited because they're seeing their favorite character that they only saw animated come to life. They're going to want to get a picture. So if you want to take one, be nice and say, yeah, sure. If you don't want to take one, be nice and say, no, thank you. And if you want to take pictures, ask for consent. Do not take pictures of people without their consent, please. That does make you creepy and weird. And also, if you see your favorite character, or if you see a cosplay that you love, don't follow that person around. That is not an invitation for you now to follow them around con and like be their friend. No, unless they ask you, hey, do you want to come with me to my next panel or to the dealer's room? If they don't ask you to tag along, do not tag along. Take your picture and get the fuck on.
Serious.
Don't piss me off. All right.
So I'm so glad you said that because it leads into cosplay and convention etiquette. You said it. Ask permission before taking photos because cosplay is not consent.
That's right.
This rule was unwritten for a long time and people just kind of jumped that line and now it's become a con rule through all conventions. Yeah. They'll have the sign, cosplay is not consent, to remind those. Respect personal space. I'm going to say that line again. Respect personal space. Shower and wear deodorant. I said the deodorant earlier.
So let me say it again.
Let me say it for you, loud and clear. Don't block walkways for photos.
Oh, yeah.
If you do want to take a photo and the cosplayer or person agrees, please move over to the side. Allow the traffic to flow.
Yes, that's a good one.
Follow staff instructions. If a staff member tells you XYZ, it's for a reason.
That's right. Don't fight back.
Do not.
You will get kicked out.
You don't want to just spend all that money and then someone says something and you be like, why? Because I didn't.
And then they take your badge.
They take your badge right off you and they do not care. They have 5 claws, every reason to take it. This is Saturn's favorite thing to say. If you're not hurting yourself or somebody else, you good.
Yep.
We good.
Yep.
Treat volunteers with respect. Staff and volunteers, they're still in the same room. I'd rather be stopped by a volunteer than stopped by a staff person. Because you'd be like, okay, I hear you. I'm sorry. My apologies. I got you. I understand. It won't happen again. Thank you. And be patient in the lines. Oh my God. People will get in line 3 hours before an event happens because they want to be either first in line or not have to wait or they're that big of a fan. I know some fans that will travel state to city to state. We said don't follow them, but people gonna people. They gonna follow them to LA, Las Vegas. They love that voice actor or someone so bad. Like some voice actors be like, I remember you from that state. I'm like, you came across the state from K-pop concerts? These girls will take a world tour on their own to follow a group. I'm scared. Like, it became from a line to a world tour. That's horrifying. Oh, my goodness. But then you have convention safety. You want to, again, unwritten, travel with your friends when possible.
Yeah.
There's been a time where there's raves that happen at some of these conventions and warning, triggering. When Anime Boston had their own selective rave within the convention, a couple did overdose and they said, yeah, no, we're not doing that no more. And that, I don't even know if that rave was 18 plus. Apparently it wasn't.
Ooh,
so that was already a liability on its own, but they've learned, they've grown for it. If you do leave your state because you want to explore other conventions, please share your location. If you're attending alone,
yeah, share it with your loved ones.
to tell mom and dad, you and friends are going on vacation. Go with those friends. Do not go by yourself. Know where security and first aid are located.
Yes.
Anything can happen. I know props are a big part of cosplay.
They do a weapons check.
They do a weapons check beforehand. You're supposed to get a little zip tie, different color every day. Please follow those rules for a reason. Someone has gotten like stabbed at by accident, even though it's made of wood or something. Like someone has gotten hurt somewhere. There's always band-aids. There's always something. Please, 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 please. Report harassment. This is why cosplay is not consent. Report harassment. Do not hold the run. That person could be walking around. If you already told them off, they're going to just find somebody else. And I don't want to admit, and I'm not encouraging that either. Please speak up. See something, say something.
Yeah. I want to talk about that a little bit, because when you go to a convention, you're going to see people in really revealing cosplays. Like, that's something that if you're a conservative person, I'm going to give you this warning now. You're going to see with people in thongs. You're going to see people in pasties. You're going to see people with a lot of skin out. And you're going to see people covered head to toe and completely conservative. And both are okay to do. Like, everybody is free to do what they want with their body. They aren't hurting anybody. But just because someone is wearing less clothes or being really revealing does not mean that you can sexualize them or touch them inappropriately. Doesn't mean you can say something to them like, no, it's not cool to say, oh, you have a really nice ass to someone just because their ass is out. They do not know you. That is strange. They are choosing to wear their cosplay because they really like the character they're dressing as, or because they're doing it for their friends and they know their friends are going to be excited. Their friends been waiting. This is not for you, a stranger, to walk up and think it's okay to talk about their bodies. You're not allowed to go up to them and say, you're showing too much. You got to put that away. Or, boy, you got to hide that. That is not your job. It is inappropriate. It is not okay for you to say, oh, your body ain't even tea. Like, you're too fat for that. Or, like, you need to eat more. You're too skinny for that. That's not do not say shit. You don't like it? Walk away. Leave that person alone, okay? Like, this is con etiquette. Like, this is what Zen means when she says cosplay is not consent. It is not consent for your ideas, your verbal assault or abuse, or for your physical touch. It is not consent for any of that. You can ask for a picture and you can keep a picture. That's it. That's it. Like, you can, compliment is okay, but compliment doesn't include anything sexual. A compliment is simply, I love your cosplay. I love what you did with the design. You look great. If it's not one of those things, keep your mouth closed.
And then last but not least, drink. This should be common sense. I'm sorry.
Hey, so you gotta say it anyway.
I'm sorry. Drink plenty of water and eat regularly. Don't go a whole day and pass out and say, I don't know, I had Red Bull and I had Mountain Dew and Doritos and you want
a meal.
That's not a meal. Someone's always doing that. Like, oh my goodness, no, for real. Where your friends at?
Yeah, drink water. Eat a real meal. You're so right. For real. And also drink responsibly if you're drinking alcohol.
Yes.
You don't need to be super drunk at con. You really don't need to be doing that. Like, if you're like, oh, but I want to party with my friends. And I'm not saying you can't, but you need to drink responsibly. If you're super trash, you're not even going to remember all the fun stuff anyways. And there's a time and place. This is go to the club. Like, if you want to turn up, con is for you to experience, create, connect. You don't need to be trash for that. I'm so sorry, guys. You got to chill on that shit. For real. Any thoughts, Nina or Zen? Nothing? Nina's like, I don't want to go to cons like that. Y'all got that.
She's like, I don't know.
Y'all really got
it. Sounds fun, but I don't know. But
it really is fun, though. It really is fun. Like,
especially with friends.
Like, of course, things can happen, but that's with anything. Like, the majority of your experiences, especially I could speak for myself, and I know Zen will probably feel the same way because she goes to so many, but it's fun. The big takeaway from con is it's fun. Like, I've gotten so much new music. I didn't know about City Pop until I went to Anime Boston. I love City Pop music. Like, I've gained a new interest, right? I've learned about new shows and I've learned about new graphic novels because I went to this con and I made some really great friends and I met some really creative people. So, like, I recommend going, especially if you feel like there's a lack of that in your life. Like, or if you just feel like your interests are dwindling. Of course, that is normal in this kind of climate we're in, both economically but also politically. You might be feeling a little bit like you're struggling to enjoy your interest, and a con can really spark that fun back into it. So I recommend it.
I had told Sarah this before, like for cons and concerts, those are my life checkpoints.
No, that's so real.
Those are my life checkpoints. Like, oh my God, the new year, I gotta do X, Y, and Z. I gotta make sure I do this. I gotta get a house and a car and da-da-da. For maybe someone who doesn't have like a huge interest in like one thing, they're like, yeah, life is life and I gotta do that. I gotta be married by 25, which is not happening. I gotta have a house and I gotta get my parents a house and I gotta do. You're not living life.
The life isn't about them, it's about society.
Yes, that's you basing your life around society. But for me, we're like, I gotta do all this, but I need something that's gonna keep me pushing through. Anime Boston, Anime NYC, Anime Expo, which I did go to. Oh my God. I'm extrovert, and that was 4 days long, and I was drained by day two. BTS concert, AET's concert.
Can I ask?
What
is Anime Expo?
Anime Expo is the largest anime convention.
A lot of celebrities go to that too.
All voice actors, all performances. They actually have an extra hall on top of Dealer's Room and Artist Alley, which I will get into. It's just the largest. It's 4 days. I feel like this con was probably the first one to do like 4, almost 5 days of convention, like nonstop, go. Everywhere they had trucks, they had karaoke outside, its own stage, like everything. Big premieres, big celebrities from Japan. It's like top of the top in the US. Oh, girl, just saying that made me out of breath. I'm already tired. But yeah, where was I going with that? Oh. So I was mentioning all those pieces. I'm going to give you guys a rundown. I'm about to yap a little bit. I hope y'all are okay with it.
Yeah, do it.
So the types of activities you see at a convention I won't say it doesn't matter what your interest in niche, but usually when there's a convention, they have all these things. They have the panels. Panels are discussions hosted by the guests, the industry professionals, or fans. So anyone that has done their research or has an opinion, they can put together a panel. They'll usually show it to the convention designated staff reviewers, and they'll be like, okay, we want your panel at the convention. People may want to see this, maybe we'll get more, maybe we'll get less. You'll have this time period, and who shows up, you'll get a count, things like that. Then you have the meet and greets. When you told us your Boy Meets World story of you get to see the opportunity for celebrities, voice actors, artists, influencers, and sometimes it requires a separate ticket, meaning that you spend more money to go get an autograph and photo and stuff like that. That's how this convention basically continues to run. And then the artists will get some money too. Yeah. The autographs and photo ops is similar to meet and greets. Yeah, it's in the same category because you're paying to be able to be closer to them. There's security still on site, which is great because you got some fans put that interpersonal relationship.
Yeah, too much.
They be like, oh my God, we're supposed to get married. And this is
Keep it pushing.
Girl, get out the way. It's my turn. It's so bad. Then you have Artist Alley. Artist Alley kind of speaks for itself. This alley is all the artists within your area. Sometimes people from out of state. I met an out of state artist who sells her items at Artist Alley. People, how she been at every con? I was like, dang, girl.
The Artist Alley takes all my money.
Yeah.
Because it's like one of a kind merchandise. It's merch made from artists. So it's not from a big manufacturer or a big company. It's literally like a bunch of small businesses in a room, and sometimes they fuse different shows together. I can't even get into it. If I get into it, I'm gonna talk too long. But all the different fandoms are in that room, and you might see a gender swap of your favorite character. You like the limits are endless.
Imagination goes crazy. Oh my goodness. They'll do prints, stickers, pins, handmade plushies. I love a good plushie. I have too many plushies. I need to sell some of mine, sadly. And commission. So like if there's something specific that you would want, what you would like, you go to the website, put a request order, and then boom, you can have it. And I was like, damn, I met a number of artists. Quentin, my boy, he makes all these new anime, old anime, and gives them a modern twist. They did Yu Yu Hakusho.
Are those huge prints in your house?
Yes.
Yes.
And then Yu Yu Hakusho, Yusuke Kuwabara as Friday. Talk about damn. Oh my gosh. I loved it. And every time he comes by, I always go by the table. Stop playing. I'd rather die for Quentin. Love you, Quentin. Then you had the exhibition hall and / dealer's room. So I found out the exhibition hall is when I went to LA. They have live demonstrations and they have like art set up, like licensed. I think from one old show, they had the ginormous replica of a ship. I said, what in the hell is this? It was crazy. I think that's also why I was tired. They have the VTubers. They got them on the big screen in this group of people just screaming and singing. And I was like, their own little concert. They had a separate area for the cosplayers to take photos with all the backgrounds. I said, golly. So the exhibition hall is, I would say, definitely different from the dealer's room where you have the licensed merchandise. Opposite of Art Alley. You got a Nintendo 64 still, you could buy the games for that. Plushies, almost anything that you can think of your fandom or niche, you can probably buy it in the dealer's room. Like licensed stuff that you were looking for. I literally had everything. Versus going to GameStop and getting ripped off. Stop. I'm calling you out.
Stop.
If I want to sell you, you only want to give me $4, bro?
We need to sponsor GameStop. We love GameStop. Yes. They're the best. Yes. I always put my money at GameStop. Shout out GameStop.
Please.
Sponsor me.
That. Don't get me started. I'll come for you. Don't worry. You're on my list. Okay. So that's my general list. Oh, concerts. Oh my God. I can go on for days. I saw Miyavi in concert. I saw M-Flow in concert. Oh my gosh. Any artist that you felt like you should see live, but they're so far away, will come for a convention if they get personally invited. So much fun.
I love when there's like an anime opening song and they have the artist come actually perform it live. It's so fair.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. That's why the schedule is so important. They drop the schedule before the convention starts and you can see what you're interested in and pick it off that list and then put it on your app and then send a reminder so you gotta go zoom down the stairs 3 levels to get to that line. Mm-hmm. That is usually a convention for you. But it's still fun in case, especially with friends. I would say that.
It's fun chaos. I love it.
Oh, then we can wrap it up because we answered most of the questions I had.
I love questions.
There was, what's one thing every first-time attendee should know from your own perspective, from your own time going to a convention?
What's one thing that you should know in your first con, like the first one you're ever going to?
I think wearing the comfortable shoes because you're going to be walking.
No, for real.
Like all day.
If you've been
in multiple days. Yeah, exactly.
If you've been to this world, you know sneakers. This is true.
The first thing I will say is you need to accept that you are not going to be able to do all the things you want to do at the con.
Big thing.
That is a good one.
And you just that's why you go every year. Because there's going to be so many things you want to do. And you're going to have a good fucking time doing a lot of them. but you're not going to be able to attend everything you want to attend at con. That's okay. Just go next year. And then the things that you didn't do last time, you try to do, and you're still not going to make everything on your list. But that's okay. Like, it's going to be a good time, but you have to accept that. If you don't accept that, you're going to kill your own vibe. So that's what I would say. It's the first thing you should know when you go.
Amen.
Yeah.
I would say, I had it and then it dropped.
Take your time.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time.
As a first timer, you're walking through that door, kind of with a wall. You want to slowly lower it. Yeah, it is scary. It's very scary.
Yeah,
you want to lower that wall and not be afraid to talk to people. Because you're going for the experience. You can't enjoy the experience without knowing stuff. So, staff and volunteers, they'll tell you, go up those stairs. But when you're in a moment and someone's sitting next to you and they're like, do you know where this room is? And X, Y, Z. I went to a Resident Evil photo shoot and I met, yes, girl. I went to that and I met a few Idolongs. They were doing every single Resident. They got people. I was like, oh yeah, they're in that game. And I chatted with one Leon. It made the experience so much more fun because we spoke.
Yeah.
And we was like, okay, let's do this pose and let's do this pose because we were in it. Like, we're in the moment together. So do not be afraid to talk to people, especially your age.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to break out that shell.
Yeah. Leave your judgment at the door. The judgment that you faced for your interest and the judgment that you project, leave it all at the door. You're going to engage with a lot of characters, and the more positive energy you bring into that space, the more fun you're going to have. You able to.
That's a beautiful wrap up. I don't know.
I think so too.
All the excitement just
now I just want to go to a con.
Let's
do it.
We need it. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, I'm going to try to end it off.
Ooh.
No, now I'm nervous. No, I can do it. No. So, I'm so happy you guys joined us today. I kind of took over this episode because they think I'm the expert, but I'm still figuring out too. Okay.
Out of the three of us.
The three of us. If you feel like I have missed something or anything with my experience of going to cons, I've been to Boston for over 20 years. I've been to New York. I've been to LA. I hope to make to Barbados anime con, which will be very interesting, very nice. I really would like to try to be on a panel, like be invited.
I've already decided the three of us are doing a panel.
Oh, damn.
I'll fill you in after the episode.
Because we got to get it started. And thank you. And you guys heard too. So if you want us to do a panel, come through. Put comments in down below. And what is it? I came up with this line. I don't even remember.
Also, if you want to share your experiences, also leave it in the comments.
Yes. Please tell us you're all super funny, heartwarming, heartfelt, super sad,
even traumatic.
Share any tips we missed.
Yes, if you think we missed anything, please comment them below. And thank you for listening in. We are Fandemic Nation, and Fandemic, and you're a part of our nation. I made that up since episode 1. Do you think I remember? I'm sorry.
Nailed it.
You're with your girls,
Saturn,
Mina V.
Thanks for listening. Catch you in the next one.
Bye. Toodly doodles.